Hello traders and welcome to Market Update. It's Tirunaupan here, founder of Master the Markets, Elite Traders Conference and the Traders Open Day. So today we are on the 16th of April 2021, 4 months already into the year. Can you see time flies? So here we are on this trade for this week, Aussie dollar. This is based on a continuation move. We're just a little bit up over 1,000 pounds. So let's take a look on how we actually took this trade, and that's what today's topic is going to be on continuation patterns. So let's go on to the markets. Now, before that, I just also want to remind you that for those of you who are beginners and kind of not really understanding all these terminologies that we are using, don't worry about it. We got this Trader Starter Pack free video series. It's a 5-part video series which will get you up to the basics and will teach you some really nice, good intermediate material as well that we have done from all our research and with hanging around quant traders. So that is traderstarterpack.com. You can get there too. And the other one is the tradelikeamaster.com, which is for intermediate traders. Both of these links, you can find it underneath this video. Okay, so going on to today's topic on continuation patterns. So now let's take a look at that. What are continuation patterns? So let's take a look at over here. Let me actually just take a more cleaner chart for you guys so it'll be much more easier for you guys to see as well. Right, so here we are on, let's say we can just bring up the dollar Swiss or the GBP USD chart. So here we are on GBP USD. So let's take a look in terms of continuation patterns. Continuation patterns. In fact, I think I will probably take a look. So this is good. So this I can show you as well. So continuation patterns, what are they to begin with? So the first thing in continuation patterns are that they are firstly can only be identified if you've identified what type of a move it is. Remember in all our material that we have spoken about, you have to first define whether a move is a bottom to top or a top to bottom move. Okay, this is the first thing that you need to identify. So as you can see over here, the first thing that you need to do to identify that, you need to quantify your tops and bottoms, and this is what we talk about. Actually, in the last weekend when I did Traders Toolbox, I described to them the importance of it. Most traders that we have spoken to all over the world, over 20,000 traders that we have come to meet, they do not know how to quantify that. We were lucky because we hung around institutional quant traders and they taught us the formulas. In fact, in Trade Like a Master video series, we do talk about this as well, and the 3 components that are necessary for strategy construction. So coming to this again, I can't stress enough the importance of quantifying tops and bottoms so that you can say with conviction that that is a bottom to top move or a top to bottom move. That will help you get the direction right. The direction, okay? So in this case, at the moment, as you can see in euro dollar, the bottom has been confirmed as an arrow, so this would be a bottom to top move, okay? The top hasn't been confirmed yet. In here, you can see that will be a top to bottom move, all right? So that's the first thing you need for continuation patterns, the direction. Once you got the direction, and then the second thing is to recognize the pattern. So what we call the pattern recognition. Now in pattern recognition, if let's say you've got a bottom to top move like that, and you then get an interruption is what we get a seller bar in a bottom to top move. At that point, of course, only 2 questions come to you, which is the next bar going to go further up and continue in its bottom to top direction, or is it going to turn around and confirm its top? That's what we are looking at, is it not, traders? So that's what we need. So in a bottom to top move, because our quantification already does half of the work for you, so then you know what direction to take. If there is move left in that particular pattern where the continuation pattern happens, then you'll be able to take it long in this example of a bottom to top move. Okay, so that is what continuation patterns are. First, you identify the direction, then secondly, pattern recognition. The second thing, then, in terms of the continuation pattern, you may be asking, why should I trade that? I think by now some of you might have already figured it out, because this is a momentum based trade. So we're using the force of our current momentum to take us more forward if there is move left. So most of the time, especially if you get patterns like it keeps going down but the top isn't confirmed, it's not confirming, all that is saying is that this selling move is not very strong, and that means you will start getting aware to take it to the long side for the bottom to hold and for it to continue to the upside. So in that case, when you do a continuation pattern move, why are they important? Because they will give you a resilient move, and once that resilient move is there at particular precise entry levels, then your upward push will be very strong as well, okay? Because you're going against all of these orders that have been built up. That is one thing, because you get the resilience and the strong upward push. That's why we trade them. The third thing is, you may be asking, that's all very good, Thiru, but how do we trade them? Okay, this is part of strategy construction, and that's why I would say that traders, beginners, definitely watch Trader Starter Pack, and after that you'll be sent the Trade Like a Master and so much more quality information that we do once you're in our database and you're a member. And for you intermediates, go and look at Trade Like a Master video series. So that also teach you on strategy construction, but how to trade this particular pattern? One way that you can definitely trade this is by looking at, first, one, is there move left, which is what we call open equity. Is there move left once you got this pattern over here? And how do you look at that? That by looking at the higher time frame. Okay, look at the weekly time frame or the monthly time frame, or if you're intraday trader, if you're trading on a 15-minute, make sure there's space to move on the 1 hour or the 4 hour and the daily as well. So that will help you get strong upward pushes. The next thing that you also need to know for how to trade this is basically your pattern recognition. Okay, what is the exact pattern that you should be looking for? Let me show you over here one example here that we took. That's what you saw on the Aussie dollar move over here. In terms of pattern recognition, you can see over here the confirmation came here, right? But look, let me just hide this for now. So now you can see that the pattern, the confirmation came here. That's for a bottom. So now that's a bottom to top move, is it not, traders? So you know your direction is only going to be on the long side. Now, I know some of you may be thinking this is counter trend and all that, but it's fine if you know your strategy rules and you follow it consistently. Remember, this is only one part of your strategy construction. So don't confuse what I'm teaching you with just pattern recognition with strategy. Strategy construction is much more longer. That's why Trade Like a Master video series will help you. Right. So now once you've identified bottom to top move, and then the second thing that you need to do is wait for a reversal. So you see something against you now, right? So, and that's when you get alert. You start to see, okay, let's see if the downward pressure, does it confirm the top? And secondly, is it struggling to move down? You can see that immediately after that, we did get a upward push over here. But you still have to be careful because you only enter at particular technical levels. And the first one we look at is this one here, the potential top. If that is taken out, there'll be some good strong buying pressure coming back into the market. After that, it didn't take that out. It went back further down, still didn't confirm the top. Next one here, then it did an insider bar, still didn't take out the top. You see, you've got to be very careful not to get into early entries and get stuck in a move like that and for the top to happen. Then finally, we did have an upward push over here, still not our upside not taken out. And then finally, then we had the big upward push over here. Okay, and then now what we are then doing is we are still riding that move to the upside, and today we are here. where this might be a little interruption or it might carry on further. We don't know because the day hasn't ended. And that's what you are seeing over here in terms of our current open position over here, just a little bit over £1,000. Right. So that is on continuation pattern. So I went through, what it is. I went through why trade it, because of the resilient upward pushes that you may get and the good runs that you may get. And also the really good thing about this also, I forgot to mention, is that I just remembered, is that your trailing stops can be much more tighter as well because the stops have already been taken out. And the third thing is how to trade them. I went through basically your higher time frame, looking on that, see if there's enough open equity. And on the other hand, I also looked at the exact pattern recognition to look for as well. Okay, good. So that's on the topic for today. As I said, beginners, trade a starter pack, intermediates, tradelikeamaster.com. That will get you to understand all of these basics and take you more even advanced in the Trade Like a Master video series. Right, let's go to the market update for today. So market update for today is, you can see over here, this is a top to bottom move on the dollar Swiss. We did write this on the live trading room and got a little bit of a good profit over here. We took it all the way from here on the confirmation bar. But however, traders, you see right now the open equity is decreasing because it's gone down quite a bit. So now we'll be looking only at upward points over here. Okay, so upward pattern moves. This primary didn't get taken out, so we were not entered into that. Over here, dollar yen, again, open equity is diminishing. I would say more open equity to the upside. This swing low is still not taken out. Trend is still to the upside. We'll be looking at this. Now, GBP USD, on the other hand, bottom to top move, still open equity, I would say, to the upside. But remember, this is still a downtrend, and also the weekly, there's more open equity to the downside. We've been watching all of that. Euro dollar, on the other hand, you can see that bottom to top move over here. Open equity is diminishing to the upside, so I'll be very careful on taking longs. Aussie dollar, on the other hand, over here, you can see bottom to top move once again, and you can see open equity is probably diminishing to the upside. That's why your stop loss is going to get a bit more tighter. But on the other hand, you also remember that you just came from a continuation move. There might be more move to the upside. Also look at the weekly. I've looked at that, and there's more upside move to go on the higher time frame as well. GBP yen, on the other hand, it's an uptrend at the moment, and you can see over here open equity, I would say, diminishing to the downside. There is a momentum decrease. I would say start to look at long positions to the upside. Okay, Bitcoin, on the other hand, still pushing up more further, 60,000 at the moment. Still a little bit of retracement over there. Open equity still to the upside for this swing move if you're looking to trade that. So this is a perfect thing that I was telling you about continuation patterns. You can see that over here after the confirmation bar, you can see to the event to the upside, selling started to happen. If this top doesn't get confirmed, definitely one technical level to go long would be this high of this seller bar to be taken out. Okay, right. Brent oil, on the other hand, yes, if you're getting a clean move here, our live trading room members are on this particular move at the moment. It's a bottom to top move, and open equity is still to the upside. Gold, on the other hand, yes, we're getting more trend moves to the upside after this compression over here. I would say still more open equity to the upside. You can see there was a continuation move over here as well. Just similar to Aussie dollar. Now it's pushing more further up. Just very similar to the Aussie dollar chart. Okay. Right, FTSE, on the other hand, still strong upward push, open equity diminishing to the upside, so I'll be cautious on the upside. 33,000 going to 34,000. The Dow Jones, I would say open equity still diminishing to the upside. Confirmation bar was here, and the S&P, of course, open equity diminishing to the upside. Of course, be cautious, and you can get more aggressive on your trailing stop loss and your trade management on the long position. Silver, on the other hand, also say the same thing. We can see there's an upward push over here. As of now, open equity more to the upside. And finally, grains, wheat, you can see that the confirmation bar was here. Continuation pattern move. Once again, as you can see, there was a push to the downside. Now more stronger push to the upside. Still more open equity, I would say, to the upside. Okay, that's good. So that's all on the market update as of now, traders. And quickly for our trade performance for the week, as you can see over here, this is our market update. That's on 16th of April. Let me just quickly edit that. There was a bit of a typo over there. So there you go. So let's go through that. So Elite Room as of 16th of April, you can see that these were all flat. 70% OE took a 1% profit. 100 pips strategy on cash in 4.0 took a 0.063% loss. Overall, we are up 0.37% on the Elite Room. And the live trading room is a bit more higher frequency that we are doing over here. And you can see that in terms of the live trading room, liftoff was -1. TSL primary, we took 0.91% profit, and one day exit was 0.91 loss. Overall, we are down a little bit, 1% on the live trading room. And when we do it for both rooms, you can see that eventually 0.37% on the elite room, -1 on the live trading room. Overall, a little bit small drawdown of 0.63%. Okay, keep your losses always small and wait for the big runners, and that's why this game requires patience. That's what every trader, every professional trader in every institutional, any big fund is all doing. We're all in the same game. That's why you must have your systems in place, have the conviction in them, and have the patience as well. All this is very, very well discussed in much detail when actually you look at our Trader Starter Pack, a video series for beginners, and also Trade Like a Master for intermediate traders. Alright traders, I guess that's pretty much that from me on this market update video. And as we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.